Welcome, Smash Heads, new fans and old. You are watching the Car Demolition League, and this is Week 13 of the 2022 regular season. On the visiting side of the field to start things off, Brandon Kuma's Tampa Bay Gators. The Gators coming into this game, 6 wins, 4 losses, no ties, and 2 overtime losses. They are on the road taking on the Washington Patriots. 2 wins, 8 losses, no ties, and 2 overtime losses. Washington, Hunter Bradshaw's team. Hunter Bradshaw, a rookie team owner that's trying to keep in the playoff race. He's been eliminated now from the division title race, but boy, he would need a lot of wins with this team to do it. But I think more of his focus is on the Wanda Outlaws. So Washington, definitely heavy underdogs here today as they take on the Tampa Bay Gators, who are trying to hunt down a playoff spot and currently in position for one, but trying to gain some ground and get some home field advantage, at least for the first round. So, before getting on to the lineups, Brandon Kuma, he's the team owner of the Tampa Bay Gators, but he's also the owner of his own YouTube channel, and I'm going to put the link for his channel down in the description here. But Brandon Kuma is starting his own thing, or Kuma the Raccoon, right? He's starting his own thing. He's starting a Anthro Championship Wrestling Organization, or ACW. So folks, if you like wrestling, go on ahead, give it a look. It's going to be a great show, no doubt about it. I'm helping them a little bit with that. We're doing a little cross promotion between the CDL and ACW. But definitely go check it out. Anthro Championship Wrestling. Definitely something that you gotta see. It's going to be premiering on August 23rd. So something to be on the lookout for. But that being said, let's get a look at the lineups. Let's get a look at Brandon Kuma's lineup here for the Tampa Bay Gators. Leads the way today with Ratified, followed by R at the middleman spot. To the captain spot, pardon me folks. The captain spot, it's 47 Roman, that 5-point gainer. It's Red Deva. To the home side, Monkey leads the way for the Washington Patriots. Following him out there will be Raptor. At the captain spot is No Fear on that 5-point gainer for Hunter Bradshaw's Washington Patriots. It's Demon 4. So both teams set and ready to go, and we will get this Week 13 game day underway. The first of 2 game days, of course. We got day 1 and day 2. Day 1 being recorded today and released tomorrow. And day 2 being recorded tomorrow and released on Wednesday. So, that is what's going on. So we got Ratified and Monkey leading us off. Here we go. Week 13 underway. Ratified has a good flip. 5-0. The Gators are in the lead early. So that now brings out the rookie Raptor. 5-0 score. Tampa Bay on top. Raptor trying to tie things up. Both cars stay up. They go at it again. Again, both cars staying alive. And this time, Raptor is down. Ratified too much for him, and Raptor maybe not enough weight in him, but actually does have a decent amount of weight for his size, but just ain't coming together this year for him. Washington just had to do something at the trade deadline, though, let's admit that much. But 10-0 the score. No Fear trying to keep the Patriots alive. And Ratified going for the win. Both cars stay up there. They'll go at it again. Again, both cars staying alive. And it will end right there. Donuts served for dinner. 15-0 will be the final. Brandon Kuma and the Tampa Bay Gators getting the win. Expected to win that game. They go out and get it done. The Washington Patriots, yet another tough loss for them as they fall to 2-9, 0-2. But really, it's been the plan. Get this team a first overall pick, right? Or in that top 3. And then Hunter Bradshaw can really start building his franchises. You know what? A couple of years ago, Shane Geiser had both his teams in a very similar spot. So be on the lookout for him. I mean, plus Gowanda, second best team in the league right now. So definitely a lot to look forward to for Hunter Bradshaw, but a tough loss here today. Brandon Kuma can be psyched up about this one because Tampa Bay needed a big win, and you know what? Kind of like the rule of thumb, you got to win the should wins. And today was a should win, and win they did. 15-0. But coming up next, We head to the Western Conference for the first time today. The San Francisco Shinobis hosting the San Diego Lightning in a battle of Cali. So that one coming up next. Welcome, Smashheads, back to the action here. We got a team that was kind of towards the bottom of the standings, but looking, lo and behold, the San Diego Lightning have moved all the way up to third place in the Western Conference. 7 wins, 4 losses, no ties, and 1 overtime loss, and playing really good table derby as of late. The San Diego Lightning, they are on the road today looking for yet another win. Taking on a team that really is in the need of points now. Things are coming push to shove for the San Francisco Shinobis. Now, they made that move at the trade deadline, but despite making all the moves that Lila Geyser made between San Francisco and Montreal, the Shinobis still haven't picked up a win since the trade deadline. No, they have a loss, and I think it was an overtime loss and a tie. But they are looking for a win, and a win is much needed by the squad. Currently, San Francisco, I believe, sitting back in like 11th in the Western Conference. As I double check here, let me double check. It won't take me long, folks. Yes, 10th. So 10th place in the Western Conference, and they're tied for 10th place. So definitely, they are much in need of some big points, and definitely got to do it against divisional opponents, right? So, anyways, this all-divisional game day continues with this divisional matchup from the Pacific, the San Diego Lightning, and the 4-6, 1-1 San Francisco Shinobis. Let's get a look at the lineups. Starting things off for the Lightning, it's going to be Zap. Following him out there will be Rocket Power. At the captain's spot for the Lightning is El Rey today, and at 5-point gainer will be Futurama. Of course, San Diego Lightning being run by an AI program this year, and doing well right now. Like I said, it's moved up to third place in the West. To the home side, Lila Geyser, the human in the equation here, leads the way with Zapper. Same model as Zap, just got this spoiler painted black a little bit so you can tell the difference. So Zapper leads the way for the Shinobis, followed by 24 Hours at the middleman spot. To the captain's spot, it's Spectite Jr., and at 5-point gainer, it's going to be Black Bullet 1 for the San Francisco Shinobis. So both teams set and ready to go. As the back tree get removed from the field, it'll be Zap versus Zapper. 2 identical models here in this league. Set to go head to head. So Zap, of course, the yellow spoiler, the black spoiler is Zapper. So Lightning, Shinobis. Here we go. Game is on. Both cars stay up. Close chance, both sides, and again, both cars stay alive. They've switched sides though. Now back to their own side. Match continue. What a match! And this time we have a good flip. And it's Zap that's down. Zapper getting the good flip. So that's the lead for the Shinobis. So Zapper takes down Zap. That now brings out Rocket Power for the Lightning. 5-0 San Francisco on top. And make it 5-5. Zapper taken down there. So quickly the game is tied. And that now brings out 24 Hours. All even at 5 apiece here. 24 Hours out of play there. So backed up on his own side. Rocket Power set to go after the out of play, still 5-5. And the match continuing. A couple of good defensive cars hanging on right there. Good spin cycle by Rocket Power. And Rocket Power is going to be down that time though, so the Shinobis have taken the lead back. And now 24 Hours, the car looking to put this game away. The score, 10-5. Shinobis in the lead. Looking for the upset and the win. And look, 24 Hours was able to roll back up and stay in this game. How did he do it? We might not ever know, but he did. And both cars, again, able to stay alive. Pressure being put on. El Rey getting some good chances. And this time El Rey is down and it's over. 24 Hours doing his thing from the middleman spot. Final score 15-5. And Lila Geyser and the San Francisco Shinobis have a win here over the San Diego Lightning. Huge upset win there, but needless to say, I mean, San Diego, so many wins in a row, and now they hit that stutter. And you gotta wonder if they'll be able to pop up back next week and get back to their winning ways that they had kind of started to establish. This is definitely a road bump for them. But they'll be hosting the Puerto Rico Players in the next game. Not an easy task there. The Shinobi is going to be hosting the Miami Brawlers in the next game. So, interesting matchups to say the least. But coming up next here on this Week 13 game day, Brandon Kuma going to be back on the field yet again, trying to go for a 2-0 game day. His Mexico City Jaguars are going to be hosting the Denver Mustangs. It's next, so stay tuned. Welcome back, Smash Heads, and on to the next one we go, and should be an interesting battle here from the Central Division. We've got the Denver Mustangs and the Mexico City Jaguars. The Jaguars in quite the tight race right now for the lead in the Western Conference. But that being said, it's really tight across the board. As a matter of fact, only 4 points separate first place from 7th place in the Western Conference coming into this game day. Mexico City with a record of 7 wins, 4 losses, no ties, and an overtime loss. 22 points on the season thus far, has them leading the Central Division, 2nd place in the conference overall, just 2 points back from the LA Blades for the lead in the West. They are taking on the Denver Mustangs. 4 wins, 7 losses, 1 tie, no overtime losses with 14 points on the season. The Mustangs are actually currently last place in the Western Conference. But hey, 14 points versus 22 points. That's only 3 games separating these two teams. That's last place and 2nd place. So just 8 points. That's not much, folks. But you know, 3 games with only 8 games left to go. Time is running out for a team like the Mustangs. So a huge one here. What else can I say? Let's get a look at the lineups. League-operated Denver Mustangs for anyone that's interested in owning a team out there. We've got Golden Rat leading the way for the Mustangs today. Following him out there for Denver is Purple Custo. At the captain spot is High White, and the rookie Rising Heat 2 brings up the rear and 5-point gainer for Denver. To the home side, Brandon Kuma, CEO of ACW. Go check out the premiere on August 23rd, folks. Brandon Kuma's Mexico City Jaguars will be leading the way with Solid Snake today, followed by Inquisitor. 48 Hours is at the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer, it is Charizard. And folks, I just got to make a clarification now that when it premieres, I know the cast a little bit. I know who's working over there on the announcing team, and I understand that my voice is very similar to that of Manny the Merciless One, Manny Mustel. I know that we really do sound alike, but we are not the same person. I mean, I'm a human, he's a weasel. So, you know, it's kind of, we sound alike, but we are not the same person. So I just want to put that out there right now. It's a couple of weeks in advance, but I figured that I better do that. Just to clarify, me and Manny, not the same person. So, just in case there's any conspiracies with that. But, you know, anyhow, gotta settle the score right now. But that being said, 2 teams gotta settle the score here. Denver Mustangs, Mexico City Jaguars. They are ready to go. And we are gonna go on ahead and get these 2 teams off to the demo. Off to the table derby match. It's not really a race, right? Let's say off to the races, but that doesn't make no sense, right? So anyways, you know, they could do laps around here, stop motion racing. Maybe it'll happen one day. You know, I promised I was going to do that a while back, and it never came to fruition. But anyways, Golden Rat, Solid Snake, here we go. Game is on. Ooh, a quick flip right there. Golden Rat takes down Solid Snake quickly. 5-0 the scores. That now brings out Inquisitor. You know, Golden Rat, a lot is expected of him, as he is the same model as Ratified. Brandon Kuma knows all too well about the ratified model, as both these cars continue to battle here. Staying up a couple of times, and this time a good flip right there. Golden Rat takes down Inquisitor, and we got ourselves a 10-0 game. Denver one flip away from a huge upset, as Golden Rat looks to get it here. 48 hours, trying to keep Mexico City alive. Both cars switching side off a Clipper, as these two continue to go at it. 48 hours and Golden Rat has the shutout win right there. No one in the Western Conference is safe. 15-0 will be the final of this one. Donuts served for dinner. Golden Rat plays lights out table derby. And wow. Folks, I gotta admit it, I'm in shock on that one. I didn't see a shutout coming in that one, but the Denver Mustangs have shut out the Mexico City Jaguars. And now that's going to open the door up in the Central as we take a look. Houston had 20 points coming in. Detroit had 20 points. Chicago, there were 3 teams with 20 points coming into this game day. So there's 3 teams that now have a chance to move past the Mexico City Jaguars for the lead in the division. So Mexico City might take a huge fall in the standings because of this loss right here. For the Denver Mustangs, it was a must-win for them, and they got it done. But man, oh man, I tell you what, man, don't make any bets on the Western Conference. You just don't know what you're going to get from it, that's for sure. As all the Western Conference teams, in my humble opinion, are definitely struggling with consistency. I wonder what we're going to see from LA later today. Well, I think it's actually tomorrow, their matchup, when LA hosts Nevada. That might be quite the game. But Houston has to play head-to-head against Detroit, and then Chicago and San Antonio. So that Houston-Detroit game that's going to main event today in just a little bit has just become that much bigger. But wow. Anyways, moving on though. We got the Philadelphia Demons. They got a perfect record going for 13-0 here in this season. But man, what we've seen so far, especially with this last game, how superstitious are you about the number 13, perhaps? Philadelphia hosting the Atlanta Avengers. That game is next. Well, Smash Heads, we are now officially halfway through this first day of Week 13. So, of course, we do a half dozen today, half dozen tomorrow, and hours we go. Man, what upsets we've seen. We've seen San Francisco score the win over San Diego. So, 10th place team beat the 3rd place team in the Conference of the West. And we also saw the last place team in the West beat the 2nd place team in the West. So that's what we've seen. But there's one game that we had to lead things off. There were no upsets in the East just yet. Tampa Bay getting that shutout win over Washington. And of course the other team that's heavily favored right now, about to go head-to-head on this field, is the Philadelphia Demons. 26 straight wins now for the Philadelphia Demons coming into this game. That's 12-0 on this season, undefeated so far, trying to be the first undefeated CDL team since 2006, if they could try to manage that. But here in lucky Week 13, hosting the Atlanta Avengers. Atlanta, 6 wins, 5 losses, no ties, 1 overtime loss. Owned by Matt Geiser, who is Shane Geiser's father. Shane Geiser, the owner of the Philadelphia Demons. So father versus son, and of course a perfect season on the line, right? 405 days though, has to be said, 405 days since the Philadelphia Demons last lost a game. Does it continue? We're about to find out. Mika leads the way for the Atlanta Avengers today, followed by Who at the middleman spot. To the captain spot, it is Frostjet. He's a rookie and a 5-point gainer. It is going to be Solar Reflex. To the home side, High Tech leads the way for the Philadelphia Demons here in the lineup of doom, right? Second spot there, or the middleman spot, that is Hammer Jr. Silver Molina has the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer is Red Spectite for the defending world champs. And folks, I don't know if we can get a really good shot at these two. We got two Lena models at the captain's spot. And now, Silver Melina's been in the league a very long time. So, as you can see, the damage that's been done to him over the years versus a fresh Lena model. If that kind of doesn't tell the story there, what this league is and what we do here, I don't know what else could tell that story quite so well if you want a side-by-side comparison. A lot of collisions versus a rookie, right? So I just think it's one of those interesting things to do. Kind of get a side-by-side between two cars that are the same model. But definitely a lot of experience difference right there. So, anyways, front runners are on the field and we are set for this one to go. The Atlanta Avengers and the Philadelphia Demons Atlantic Division Showdown game on. Both cars stay up. And yes, they will switch sides. And it's going to be 5-0 Atlanta. They are looking for the upset today. Philly trying to go for 13-0, but they trail 5-0. So that now brings out Hammer Jr. Atlanta on top right now. Mika trying to get that big lead here. Almost did. Both cars staying up off the flip shot. And again, both cars stay alive. Back to their own sides they go, and Hammer Jr. is down 10-0 Atlanta. Philadelphia, their backs up against the wall. Their perfect season on the line here. Could be over for them. Folks, we just saw Denver beat Mexico City, and I was shocked. I might need a doctor. Is there a doctor in the house? Folks, it is 10-0 Atlanta in the lead. I can't believe this one. Mika, can you do it against Silver Melina? Silver Melina, such a good game. Shutout complete. Donut serve for dinner. Their first loss is a shutout. Oh my goodness. Oh, give me your peaches, Atlanta. Look at this one, the Avengers get the win over the Philadelphia Demons. 15-0 the final score. Donuts served for dinner in this one. Who saw it coming? Where did that train come from? Where is it going? It's going down to Georgia. Oh, the devil is not going to have his day in Georgia today. Johnny got that fiddle and got the deal done. It just got the demons out of town. He ran the demons out. Oh my goodness. Oh, take that golden fiddle to the bank. Oh my goodness, what a win. Mika gets the job done from the front runner spot, the Atlanta Avengers. 15-0 win over the Philadelphia Demons, and the run of perfection has come to an end here in the Car Demolition League. Unbelievable. Philadelphia taking their first loss of the season. They fall to 12-1. The run is over. Matt Geiser, definitely hang your hat on that. My goodness. Being his son's team to do it, but wow, what a game. And Atlanta needing the win because they are in the midst of that playoff race on the outside of the playoffs, looking in, coming into this game day. But folks, again, another shocker. And again, I'm talking so much because I get two straight games that, how? But they've happened. Denver and Atlanta, both in huge wins. And the Philadelphia Demons, folks, have just taken their first loss in 405 days. Unbelievable. Coming up next, is there anything? There's really stuff after this? My goodness. The Montreal Monarchs on the road to take on the Buffalo Warriors. It's a Northeast Division showdown. Next on this Week 13 game day. Folks, I cannot believe it. Wow. Wow is the only thing I have as I hit this red button to stop this recording. Unbelievable. Wow. Welcome back, Smash Heads. On to the next game we go. This game day is one of twists and turns. You just don't know what's going to happen. Well, now we got a matchup between two teams that are, at least in the standings, they're pretty even. The record is 6-5, 0-1, the Montreal Monarchs are holding down the 6th seed, the final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference, and they are trying to defend it. On the road today, they will get set to take on the 5-win, 5-loss, no tie, and 2 overtime losses, the Buffalo Warriors, a team with 17 points, just a couple of points back, actually just 2 points back in Montreal, and they are trying to get a big win here and move ahead of them in the standings, and of course they are trying to hunt down a playoff spot, currently 9th place in the Eastern Conference, but only a couple of points back. So big matchup from the Eastern Conference, big matchup from the Northeast Division. Let's get a look at the lineups. For Lila Geysers, Montreal Monarchs. They lead the way with Blue 512 today, followed by 46 Junior. At the captain spot, it will be Padawan, and that 5-point gainer for Les Monarchs. It's going to be Monty Jr. To the home side, we've got Yellow Custom leading the way for the Buffalo Warriors today, a league-operated team for anyone who might be interested in owning and operating a CDL team. And after Yellow Custom, at the middleman spot, that's going to be Tyrell. At the captain spot, that's What, and that 5-point gainer is going to be Cloud Cutter for the Warriors. So, the Montreal Monarchs and the Buffalo Warriors ready to do battle here today. Northeast Divisional Showdown, and definitely big points on the line here, with this being the 8th to last game day of the 2022 regular season. You know, folks, we are almost pretty much 3 months exactly away from Crash Bowl 26. We're about exactly 2 months away now, roughly, from the start of the playoffs. So that close, folks. So here we go. Blue 512, Yellow Custom leading us off. Game on. Montreal getting the good flip, and in the lead go the Monarchs. Les Monarchs on top, 5-0 the scores. That now brings out Tyrell for Buffalo. And almost another flip right there. Both cars able to stay alive, and this time make it 10-0. Oh, the bakery is open today, and it's hot in there. Oh my goodness, a couple of shutouts already. Could we see another one? What is out there trying to keep the Warriors in this game? Blue 512 trying to end it. Almost did right there. Both cars stay alive. And again, both cars staying alive. Blue 512. Oh, shatter and splatter all over the field. He's still alive and in it. But I think Montreal's going to need to take a timeout for this one. Oh, Blue 512, his 4 wheels still on the ground. He's still in the game. But his whole body has been shattered apart. And yes, again, folks, like I said, timeout taken for the Montreal Monarchs. We'll be back with with more on this one. I gotta stop the camera for this one. Oh my goodness, what a hit. What, you know, the Buffalo Warriors might lose this game. But, and Blue 512's had a great game, but right now he sure don't look like it, folks. He's 2-0 going for the shutout when we come back after repairs. Well, CDL fans, any new viewers to the wonderful sport of table derby, we are not officially sponsored by Gorilla Tape, but man, we should be. Gorilla Tape, we use your product here in the Car Demolition League. So, you know, it'd be awesome to have your sponsorship. Right, anyways. So, here we go. Blue 512 is repaired and ready to go. Montreal's used their one timeout. They have none remaining. So, they're trying to get it done now. 10-0 the score. What, trying to keep Buffalo in this game? Both cars stay alive right there. Just smashing back out. Whoa, What able to stay alive under pressure. Montreal coming close to getting a win there. And this time again, What stays going up to the ground. Got to keep that balance. And yes, they will switch sides. They'll switch sides here. Maybe Blue 512 wants that, though. He's getting some good hits on What here. But not that time. What has the good flip. Blue 512 is down. And the Warriors are back in this game. 10-5 the scores. That now brings out 46 Junior. 46 Junior will try to get the win here. What trying to tie things up? And What will tie things up? 46 Junior is down. It's like ever since that smashing apart, the momentum of the game has changed. It's now all even. As that now brings out Padawan for Les Monarchs. Game tied at 10. 2 defensive specialists out there now. And out of play. So this time I gotta find him. So directly under the table and kind of a rough spot to get to. But we got them, so we are tied at 10 after the out of play here. What and Padawan going at it. And both cars staying up there after a couple, and this time again, both cars staying alive. Switching sides here. Again, back to their own sides they go. Padawan and what? Bailing it out. Two defensive cars having at it. And this time we have a good flip. Padawan takes down what? And just like that, Le Monarchs back in the lead. They needed to stop that one because What had all the momentum on his side, but now it brings out Cloud Cutter. 15-10, Montreal in the lead. Padawan trying to go 2-0 from the captain spot and get a win. Cloud Cutter, former car that used to play for Lila Geyser's squads. Cloud Cutter trying to force overtime here. 15-10 the score. Will that be the final? And look at this, off of the mesh and bouncing back, rolling back upright is Padawan, but he's down that time. Cloud Cutter will send this game in overtime. A good flip right there, Padawan down and out. That now brings out Monty Jr. Monty Jr. versus Cloud Cutter in overtime. Montreal with Monty Jr., Cloud Cutter for Buffalo. Here we go. And a good flip right there. Buffalo has the win. Cloud Cutter gets it done. And what a game, 20-15. The scattered collision, the collision where Blue 512 came apart, turned the game around, and the Buffalo Warriors have the win over the Montreal Monarchs in overtime. Unbelievable match. And Buffalo getting the 3 points. That's going to put them to 20 points in the standings. They're going to be at 6-5-0-2, but guess who else is at 6-5-0-2? Montreal now at 6-5-0-2. So these two teams tied with 20 points on the season. So Buffalo currently owning the tiebreaker, but they do meet up one more time this season, and Montreal will have the home field on that day. They'll have home field advantage. As a matter of fact, Montreal, a soft field team, if I am not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that they are a soft field team. I'm just double checking. Yep, they are soft field team. So we'll see how Buffalo does with that one. Happen to go to soft field later in the season, but coming up next, it's going to be the main event here of day one. It's a playoff rematch from last year's first round, and last year's first round went to overtime. Could we see similar things today? The Houston Oilers on the road to take on the Detroit Devils. And these two teams battling for the lead in the Central Division. Their matchup is next. Well, folks, the battle in the Western Conference will rage on a little more right now as we get to the game that's going to put us halfway through Week 13 here in the Car Demolition League. And it's going to bring day one of this week to an end. So, of course, 2 days per week, pretty much, is what we're doing right now. So, today's half dozen being main evented by this playoff rematch. The Houston Oilers on the road with the record of 6 wins, 4 losses, no ties, and 2 overtime losses. They won in overtime in their playoff match this past year, or 2021 season, against this team here, the Detroit Devils. 6 wins, 4 losses, no ties, and 2 overtime losses on the season. That's right, 2 teams with identical records, and the winner today going to take the lead in the Central Division. So a huge matchup here, to say the least, as they are about to go head-to-head. Of course, Mexico City taking the loss earlier, so now the winner of this one would take full advantage, as they are both 2 points back of the Jaguars coming into this game day. 20 points of their own, respectively. So huge matchup here, and of course Detroit wants some payback for that playoff match last year. But yes, it was last year's first round. So if you go back on this channel, you look it up, it was the Western Conference quarterfinal matchup between the Oilers and the Devils. So let's get a look at their lineups that they're bringing to the field here today, August of 2022. We got Blue Indy leading the way for the Houston Oilers today, followed by Surf Crate Custom. At the captain spot is Y for the Oilers, and it is Sonic Boom at 5-point gainer. To the home side, Pioneer will lead the way for the Detroit Devils, followed by V-Dub at the middleman spot. To the captain spot, it's going to be Spec-Tight, and at 5-point gainer, it's going to be Black Marinello. So both teams set and ready to go for this one. Should be an interesting matchup, to say the least. This Western Conference is just nuts, man. You never know what you're going to get. Game day in, game day out. Second and third place in the Western Conference, beaten today by the teams in 10th and 12th, respectively, right? So it's been insane. 12th place beat third place, and or my mistake. 12th place beat second place, and 10th place beat third place, right? So it's all over the place. But that being said, it makes it that much more interesting in a way. But it's definitely opened the door of opportunity, at the very least, for both these squads here. Pioneer for the Devils, Blue Indy for the Oilers. Game is on. Oilers take the lead. So Pioneer down right away on the first collision, and Houston jumps out in front, 5-0 the score. So that now brings up V-Dub, almost tied it up. V-Dub in his second season here with the Devils, trying to even this game here. And this time, oh, good flip by Blue Indy, 10-0 the score. Oh, the bakery is open. Are the donuts about to be served? Perhaps. Spec-Tight out there trying to keep the Devils in this game now. 10-0 Houston on top. And almost a shutout right there. Both cars staying alive. A tie collision would end it right here. And Blue Indy knows that. Student of the game. Knows what's needed. Boy, he would love to get that shutout, but man, you're going up against one of the best defensive cars in the league in Spec-Tight. As both cars stay up yet again, back to their own sides after an out of play there. Still 10-0. Blue Indy still looking to put this game away. Not going to happen right there. Spec-Tight keeps the Devils alive. So the Houston Oilers now sending out Surf Crate Custom to try to end it. 10-5 the score. Of course, 15-5 wins it, right? Spec-Tight trying to tie it up, and Spec-Tight will tie it up. And I tell you what, Spec-Tight, one of the best cars in the league. He keeps doing stuff like this too. Detroit has had a lot of situations where they were down 10-0 and Spec-Tight's brought him back. Definitely a car making his case for MVP right now this season. I'm just saying. 10-10 the score though. It is now Y out there for the Oilers. Spec-Tight for the Detroit Devils. Here we go. Two defensive cars. Oh, both able to stay up there somehow, some way. And now again, both cars again staying alive. And Y is down that time. Spec-Tight, one flip away from getting the captain's day. Sonic Boom now out there for the Oilers. Detroit has taken a 15-10 lead after trailing 10-0. Spec-Tight trying to put this game away. Almost goes down. Both cars able to stay alive. And this time out of play goes Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom out of play. Still a 15-10 game. Detroit trying to end it. Houston trying to force OT. Both cars stay alive there. And my goodness, what a matchup. Gotta give it up to Spec-Tight for doing what he's done in this game. But trying to get the win. Can he get that little extra mile out of this one? He does do it. 4-0 day for Spec-Tight. And he gets it done. No doubt about it. What a game. Spec-Tight getting the win for the Detroit Devils. 15-10. Is the final score. And again, 4-0 from the captain spot. Definitely making a bid right now for CDL MVP or MVC, right? Most valuable card. He's done a fantastic job this season at the captain spot for the Detroit Devils. And the Devils are back to being in the lead in the Central Division. Now, of course, they could still be tied up with, but we got to see what happens tomorrow. Our first game on tap tomorrow will be the last hard-field game of Week 13. And we're talking about the Chicago Wind Attack, the other team that came into this game day tied in this three-way tie in the Central Division. The Chicago Wind Attack going to be on the road against the San Antonio Defenders to lead off Day 2 of Week 13. Jim Hull Sr.'s two squads going head-to-head. So big matchup right there. But other great games on tap tomorrow for sure. We're going to get to see Phoenix taking on Seattle. Boston and Gowanda going head-to-head. Should be a great match there. Nevada taking on LA. And then, of course, our main event. It's a rivalry so hot that 1,000 miles of ocean water cannot cool it off. The Puerto Rico players on the road to do battle with the Miami Brawlers. So, yeah, folks, we are set for it. As I know Shane Geiser would like to get a win after Philly just took their first loss of the season. I still can't believe that. My goodness, man. I still not, just unbelievable. I can't believe it. So, needless to say, it is done for the day, folks. We will see you with part 2 of Week 13 tomorrow, basically. So, that'd be Tuesday for me, Wednesday for you, something like that. Anyways, we'll see you when we see you. Until then, James Holst Jr. here, creator of Table Dirty and the Car Demolition League. Definitely take care of yourselves, be yourselves, and as always, peace.